Get back!
Hi guys, it's B. This quick review is talking about Countdown to Darkness, issue number 3, Star Trek. And this is the Countdown mini-series or micro-series prior to the movie release in May. So 2 more months. Yay! I hope you guys are excited as I am. Okay, so long story short, issue 2 left off with Spock taking off. We didn't know where he went. They had just found out that the 2 crewmen that were with them on the pod from the Enterprise, they thought they were safe, and Captain April said they were in fact not safe, and Spock's gone. So what the heck, right? So Spock takes down on a sole mission to rescue these 2 men by himself. He is successful, and both men make a comment, hey, you know, dude, we wish you had some backup, because it's kind of tough to get out of this tight spot, because now they've been found out, and they're trying to fight their way kind of out of there. So anyway, so that's going on. Kirk and April are talking, and April said, well, I didn't think you'd help me if you thought your guys weren't safe. Well, of course not, you moron. He's very deceitful. So his first lie kind of comes out there. So at this point, like I said, the men get away, and oh, Mud comes along. So Mud is this character who's been stealing from Starfleet carriers and things like that. And she's been smuggling this technology to April on this planet for a very long time, which is how April kind of put Starfleet technology weapons into this alien race's hands to fight against their opposite in their, like, civil war. So we meet Mud, and she's kind of sleazy. I don't really like Mud. I think she's supposed to be sleazy. I don't know. So anyways, Kirk and Spock and the other men beam them up to Enterprise, Mud and April. And upon Enterprise, you know, he makes comments like, oh, I never thought I'd step foot on a Starfleet vessel ever again, and da-da-da-da. This guy's kind of a jerk, by the way. So anyways, long story short, I'm going to kind of wrap this up. Enterprise has this voice recognition system. April was one of the men who enabled this when he was captain of the original Enterprise, or one of the Enterprises. So anyway, so he uses his voice recognition control and shuts everything off to everybody else on the crew. Nobody else can access Enterprise whatsoever. He totally takes over the bridge, commandeers the ship, and at this point he wants to use the ship to fight against the enemy aliens. And we also have found out in this issue that the enemy aliens have Klingon battle technology. So this is no longer just a civil war between this species of aliens on this planet, but now it's April really trying to fight against a Klingon-backed army, which is going to do nothing good for Starfleet and Enterprise whatsoever, because the last people in the world you want to piss off is the Klingons. So that's kind of the summary of this issue. I think April is sleazy. I think Mud is sleazy. I think they're supposed to be, but there really, in my opinion, is no depth to their characters whatsoever. Now, I realize that this is just a micro-series. I realize that it's a stepping stone to the movie, but I kind of like my bad guys to have a little bit of a likable side. I think that makes it more of a challenge as the reader, because you dislike somebody, but you also kind of understand them in one way, and to me that makes a better villain. I feel like these are just really superficial villains, a little bit disappointing in my opinion. I don't like how Enterprise was so easily taken over. Watching Star Trek, I kind of consider Enterprise like an entity of its own, a character of its own in the story, not just a place where, you know, somewhere that it takes place. And I don't know, I guess I've always kind of considered her a girl, and that she has a personality. Now I realize that that's kind of silly, but I think that's because of the Enterprise TV series, the prequel series that came out, but I don't know, I like her. So I don't really like that it was commandeered the way that it was, as quickly and easily as it was, because there was no challenge. I don't know. One last thing. So when I was a kid reading comic books, you know, I always saw pow, wham, you know, all those stupid little, like, action words. I thought, man, this is dumb, right? Well, you know, as I've gotten older, obviously I've realized that that's not always the case, and those are really old comics and everything out, until I saw this page. And you see a choom choom and cocoon cocoon. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's like, pow, wham! You know, it just was really stupid to me. I kind of get the idea without choom choom every couple pages, so I don't know. It was an okay issue, you guys. I am so far not super duper duper impressed with this micro series. I'm anxious to see what the last one has, so stay tuned. That one's coming next month. So take care. Bye.
Get back!